So the doctor sometimes said folk got parasites in their stomach.
All right.
That's what they're doing down there. They're feeding off of what's down there.
All right.
And so anytime a person is a leech or feeding themselves off of somebody else's income when they are grown enough to provide for themselves, they're parasites. Y'all gonna be mad at me. Yeah, I hear Billy Bob Thornton saying, that's my son. Don't call my son no parasite. He can have everything I got. And he will. Everybody has bills.
All right.
Raising children is a bill.
Amen.
Because you have to provide for them. Come on, talk to me, somebody. You got to buy their clothes. You got to buy their food. You have to provide for your children, so your children is a bill. I know you didn't realize that you get mad when they ask you for money or want new shoes. You like, I ain't got no money for that. But guess what, brothers and sisters? That's your bill.
All right.
You had children, and so now you got a bill.
All right.
You got diapers to buy, hoodies to buy, walkers to buy, scooters to buy, car seats to buy, boosters to buy. That's your bill.
All right.
You got formula to buy, you got a bill.
All right.
And it don't go away.
Amen. Amen.
So everybody got bills. People in the New Testament had bills.
All right.
They were taxed by a Roman government. They had families to provide for. They lived in houses and living quarters where they had rent that was due.
Amen.
People in the Old Testament had bills. The Old Testament stipulates how they were to engage in business with each other, and they borrowed and had to pay back one and another.
Amen.
So people in the Old Testament had bills.
Amen.
Bills is not a modern day creation.
All right.
They've been around ever since the time of Abraham.
All right.
So physically, monetarily, everyone can.
All right.
Tithe. So would it be helpful if I told you how?
Amen.
Would it?
Amen.
I know I'm helping somebody.
All right.
Although I ain't getting many amens and stuff. I'm really getting sick of this stuff. So how you doing? Let me help somebody who wants to tithe.
All right.
A good way to teach yourself how to tithe. When you get your check or your bank statement from direct deposit,
All right.
immediately deduct 10%.
All right. All right.
Do to your check what the state, federal, and FICA do to your check. And what's left is yours.
All right.
And then start basing how much your check is after tithing.
All right.
So if your check is fixed or you're on a salary, you already know you get the same amount of money every pay period.
All right.
Right?
Amen.
It ain't going up. Right?
All right.
It's the same thing every month.
All right.
Right?
Amen.
So if your check is $550 per pay period, tithe is $55 per pay period.
All right.
Deduct the $55 from the $550, and you have $495.
All right.
Now you base your financial obligations, your bills, because you're always going to buy some stuff.
All right.
I don't care how deep in debt you are, you're going to get some more.
All right.
So nobody's quit buying stuff because they're in debt.
Amen.
They just go get deeper.
Amen.
They got a $2,000 credit card debt, And they look for another credit card where they can charge up some more.
Amen.
Some more debt.
All right.
So since your check now is $495 because you done took away the $55 for tithe. If you base your spending around the $449,
All right.
you will never have a problem tithing.
All right.
Are you listening to me?
Amen.
So now you're not going to base your spending around $550. You base it around $495. So when you go to a car dealership and they say, we want to see your check stub and how much you get per pay period, instead of telling them $550, you tell them I get $495.
All right.
Now they're going to calculate it up for you, so you get way more than that. But you have put yourself
All right.
in the safe zone.
Amen.
Because you're only spending money after your time.
All right. Amen.
Are you listening? Now, I really want to help you today. I came all the way to Harvey, Illinois, left my crib.
All right.
Yeah, came all the way to Harvey, Illinois because I really wanted to help somebody.
All right.
So now if the 10%, because I know a lot of times we already knee deep in debt before we realize what a tithe is.
All right.
And so you can't automatically just jump out of debt and tithe, right?
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
My granddaddy used to say that if you got your hand in a lion's mouth,
All right.
you can never just pull it out.
All right.
You got to take your time and work it out.
All right.
So let me help you work it out. Is that all right?
Amen.
Is that all right?
Amen.
All right. So if the 10% is uncomfortable, start with 5%.
All right.
It's less than a tithe. Sure, it is tipping, but at least you are starting.
All right. All right.
And if you try, the Lord will give the increase.
All right.
Do I have a witness? I said, do I have a witness?
Amen.
Now, before you get scared, if 5% is too high for your pocketbook, start with 3%.
All right.
But start with something
Amen.
and work your way up to the 10%.
All right.
Is that good enough?
Amen.
Did I help somebody?
Amen.
I know it was hard. It was hard. Y'all, some folk don't want to preach talking about money, but listen. Hey, Abraham started his worship with money.
All right.
Are you listening to me?
Amen.
How you going to give the Lord everything you have and hold back your George Washingtons?
All right.
Because most of us ain't got no Benjamins.
All right.
And so it was in the text that the church at Antioch gave according to their financial ability. And brothers and sisters, many of us in the church of today, we're always focused upon what we're giving unto the Lord, instead of focusing on what the Lord gives to us.
Amen.
I wish I had a witness here.
Amen.
And think, children, those eyes that you see me with, how much do it cost to have your own eyesight?
All right.
Did you hear what I'm saying? Yet the Lord did not charge you for your vision,
All right.
but He gave it to you free and clear.
All right.
I wish I had